Karmen is an online trading coach who made 8K in her first month working with me, but she filled up her calendar so much so that she can no longer take on any new clients and she's actively turning buyers away. So I decided to help her rebuild her business and turn it into a $240,000 a year company that can serve more clients, get them better results, and use that proof to attract more high quality clients without her sacrificing the life and the freedom that she started her business for. This is episode 1 of a 4-part series of live coaching sessions, and today you're going to watch me diagnose the problems in her business, create a growth plan to get her from being at full capacity to making 20K a month consistently, and start laying the foundation she needs to scale her business. And across the rest of the series, you're going to see us rebuild her offer for premium clients, create a custom delivery system, outline her full marketing strategy, and refine her sales process to make all of this happen seamlessly. Then at the end, you'll find out whether or not she was ever able to hit her 20K a month goal and whether any of it actually worked. Now let's get into the session. We're going to set this up just by giving you some context on who she is, who she helps. So who are you? What do you do?
Yes, my name is Karmen. I am a trading coach, so I teach people how to trade the Nasdaq and also the S&P 500.
Okay.
Yep.
And who do you help specifically? Like, are these like crazy experienced traders? Like, who do you help?
It's a mixture. So I have a mixture of people. I have experienced traders and then I also have beginners. I will say it's like mostly experienced traders that I'm working with. I would say like 60%. The other 40 are going to be the beginners that
Okay.
I'm working with.
Cool. And then as far as like the transformation, like where they are when they start with you to where they are when they're done with you, what does that look like?
So basically, the whole goal is to be profitable, right? We all want money. That's the whole point of trading because you want money. So my goal by the end of your sessions is to have you profitable. Period. Point blank. You make profitable meaning you are able to execute trades, meaning you're able to execute the system that I give you every day, which inevitably will make you do what? Be profitable. Be able to have payouts. So yeah, that is the whole goal is to get them to the point where they're either profitable on their live account or they're profitable on their Perm account, or if they were only paper trading, then profitable there. That way, when they do go live, it crosses over because you're still doing the same system.
Okay,
What's
so
different is you're not live.
they come in, they're not profitable yet, or maybe they're struggling, and then they come out and they're profitable. Cool.
Exactly.
Simple. Got it.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. So as far as your business is concerned, you just started what? How many months ago?
I just started teaching people, I think, what, a month ago, to
A
be
month
honest.
ago?
It wasn't
Okay.
even that long ago.
And so with that being said, you started at 0, obviously. How much have you made so far?
That'll be 7,000.
Okay. All right. So right
But
now,
that's just for the people that signed up for the actual program. There's other people that's just done like 1 or 2 or 3 one-on-ones, and those are 150 per session. So that doesn't include them, and I don't know how many they've been, to be honest, but those are sprinkled in there.
okay, so I'm gonna estimate around 8,000.
Yeah,
Sound fair?
yeah,
Okay. So you want to get to 20K a month.
yeah.
So that's the goal, right?
Mhm.
Now we're gonna break down kind of the pillars in her business right now, starting with leads. Now, just to give you guys some context, when we initially had conversations about this, she was blowing up on social media and getting a ton of leads in her inbox. Some of them had money, some of them were broke, and she was having to just like fill these DMs every single day, and it was too much. So, what we implemented was a very simple application process for people to kind of weed out the broke people, the people that were half interested,
Right.
and make sure that the people that were coming in were of high quality and they were actually willing to pay her. And so we did that by just creating like a form that's somewhat a quiz, somewhat just asking details about that specific person, how much money they make, how much they're willing to invest, things of that nature, to weed out the tire kickers and people that just aren't serious. And so that's really the only system she has in her business right now in terms of qualifying leads and making sure that she's generating leads.
Mhm.
So, in terms of the leads that you are getting right now, how are you getting those leads?
From YouTube because
Okay.
I really haven't. I've done nothing. I've not created content or anything like that. All I've done is go on 2 different YouTube channels out here in Thailand, and that got me people, like, asking me, like, "Oh, you trade? Oh, can I work with you? Blah, blah, blah." So after the first video, I didn't even wanna teach, and I still wasn't teaching. I was telling everybody no. They found me on TikTok, they kept asking, and I told everybody no. But
Okay.
I wanted no parts in teaching people because I felt like I will have people depending on me, and I just didn't want that. Like, I'm out here in Thailand. I just want to be by myself. I don't want people depending on me. I just don't. Like, I'm
Okay.
honest. But then by the time the second video that I did, I was in a different place, and I feel like the push had already been happening for like a month. So by the time I got on that show, I was in a different energy and I was like, you know what, fine, I'll help y'all. But still limited because everybody wanted me to do a Discord group so I can have all these people pay $10, $20 or do a YouTube, do live so that they can trade with you live or whatever. But it's like for me, I'm not doing it for the money. Like I actually want to help people become profitable. I don't care to be on a channel with 1,000 people that pay me $20 a month. I know I can like run it up, but, like, that's not why I'm helping people. I actually wanna help you, so for me, that's why I chose to do one-on-one
Okay.
because I actually want to help people. I don't want just money. Like, I don't want you to just be paying me and watching me, and you don't even know how to trade.
And then on top of
Right.
that, I think what your primary concern was lifestyle. Like you want a business that actually fuels your lifestyle and doesn't get in the mix of what you're trying to do and hinder you in it, right?
Exactly,
You
yeah.
don't want chaos. So having a Discord group or having all these things, of course they all work,
Yes.
but what is the thing that's going to fit for your lifestyle and give you the most freedom? So that's
Exactly.
really the core of what your concerns were. So okay.
Yes.
So we're getting leads from YouTube and TikTok. Now you blew up on TikTok, people were coming through, but you haven't had really like structured content. You've just been getting millions of views on
Right.
accident. Well,
Yeah.
I wouldn't okay, for context, she was a fitness coach prior to this.
Mhm.
And so I taught her a lot about content creation and things of that nature. So
Mhm.
she does know a lot about it. She's just pivoting into something completely different because she kind of phased out of wanting to be a fitness coach and she's kind of, new
Yeah.
horizons type of thing.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So let's talk about your sales process. What does that look like?
After they fill out the form, I
Okay.
have on my TikTok and my Instagram, in my bio, I have a form that they fill out. There's like a 7-question quiz so I can see if you at least know the basics. And then I ask you more details like what are you looking to learn from me, et cetera, et cetera. And also what's your budget. That way I know like if I can even work with you or not. Because if you don't have the proper budget, unfortunately, like I can't work with you as of yet, but you can always come back in the future. Right.
Right.
So yeah.
So you have a form, you see if the person is qualified, and then what happens next?
Once I see if they're qualified, then if they are qualified, then I let them know they're accepted. They book their initial set session with me.
Mhm.
And then after that, we determine if they want to continue. Pretty much everybody has continued who has booked an initial session with me, unless they were super, super experienced and all they needed was like 1 or 2 sessions, and then they've done that. Like I have people that I've done 2 or 3 sessions with, and they're good now because they've been trading for a while. They don't need 8 or 16 like other people, right?
Okay.
So they just need the strategy, and they are good to go, right? So
Okay. Yeah. And then after that, you pitch and most just pay in full for
yeah, they
the
paying
full
full for
package.
either the 8 or the 16 package. Yep.
Okay.
Right after the call. In order to work with me, it's paid in full. It's no payment plans. I don't do payment plans. It's either you have it or you don't. If you don't, you can always come back later.
Okay. In terms of your offer, what kind of offer do you have? Like, what does that look like? Price range and
Oh,
what's included?
so there are 3 different options. You can do just 1 session with me, that's 150.
Hmm.
You can do the 8 session package, which is 1,000, or you can do the 16 session package, which is 2,000. So I determine which one you need based off of your knowledge. Like, there's beginners who I'm working with that have the 8 session package because although they're beginners, they have some type of knowledge, right? That I feel like, okay, you can get this in 8 sessions, you don't need 16. Whereas we have like super duper 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 beginners who know nothing. You need the 16 package. Like, there's no way you're going to be profitable after 8 sessions. It's not going to happen. There's too much of a heavy lift for you to learn just the basics, right?
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's it. And they just choose which one they wanna do. We go from there.
And then in terms of your delivery, you're just doing one-on-one calls.
Yes, just one-on-one calls. And they're all recorded. They're on Zoom, so they get the recording after so that they can, like, you know, rewatch it, learn a little bit more. I always give them homework after every session, so they can work on something in between our sessions.
Okay. So revenue we got at 8K for the month. And then in terms of leads or basically applications, how many are you getting per month? Out of all the people that you've worked with, how many of them have purchased a bigger program?
5.
And how many people have you actually had the one session?
But I have to turn 3 people away because I don't have any more space. So I guess you could say 8 if I would have accepted them. So 5, and then everybody else, they didn't need it. Like, I will say this, anybody that's met with me and they needed it, they signed up. Anybody that didn't need it, all they did was have 1, 2, or 3 sessions because that's all they needed.
Pull the right
close rate is 100% basically.
Just crazy. Like that's
It's literally 100% because the other people didn't need it. I didn't need them to sign up.
okay.
There's no point in me telling you give me $1,000 if you're fine after just 1 or 2 sessions, right?
Okay. And right now you have 5 clients, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you're at maximum capacity right now.
Yep, because of the time difference. If I was like in like Eastern time zone, I could have like 8, which is what I was going to do. But I'm like, honestly, like overwhelmed because I have to get up so early in the morning. I just cannot every day of the week. And I can only do 2 a day. And I meet with them twice a week. So I can only take on like 4 or 5 people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got it. Okay. Now, what do you think are the core problems right now that you have in the business? Like,
I would just say I don't have a process of getting new clients. Like I don't I don't create content.
okay.
I need to create content in order to attract more people because all I've done again is go on YouTube. And when I get on YouTube, it attracts people. So it's not hard for me to attract people. It's very easy, especially again, this is trading. Like this is something that people want. Like it's already a product that people want.
Yeah, for
Right.
sure.
So that's easier to sell than something that's not maybe like in high demand, right? Not to mention my win rate is very high, so it's attractive because anybody that's a real trader, most win rates are between 40 and 70%. That's the win rate. So when I'm coming out and I'm saying mine is 95, people are like, "What?" You know what I mean?
You're like, you're a liar.
Yeah, they call me liar. Even on YouTube, they call me liars or whatever, but I don't really care because I know that it's the truth, and so does my
And you
clients.
got proof and receipts.
Yeah, and I literally I have recordings of them doing like literally. So it's like it's
Yeah.
fine. I don't even care. Like y'all can think I'm a liar. I mean, it's fine.
Okay.
I'm making money while y'all are typing, so I don't care.
So your first problem is you don't have a marketing process to generate leads.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. What else?
I have no process.
In terms of
I don't
helping
have any
clients, or
process.
what do you mean?
Even when I seen your video about an onboarding process, I realized I don't have an onboarding process.
What else?
I don't know what else do I need. I'm not the business coach. I don't know what else I even need.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not saying what do you need. I'm asking you what problems do you feel that you have?
That's it.
Okay.
Attraction, because I can do what I mean to do once you're in here. It's just once these people go, there's no way anybody else is gonna find me unless they come across those YouTube channels.
Yeah.
Because I don't put out content. But I also don't have a content process. I also don't know how to put the content out. I also don't know how to record. Yeah.
So, being that you've been doing just one-on-one, um, are you open to changing that to be able to expand a little bit more?
No, I don't want a group. I only want to do one-on-one. I do not want a group at all.
And what's the reason behind that?
I literally have had groups before and I don't like the stress that comes with a group. And also I'm gonna just be blunt. It's a bunch of stupid people in groups and I don't have the patience for stupid people.
So, do you feel that the clients you're working with now are stupid?
No, not at all. But most people, when you have a Discord, all of those people are stupid. If you go to anybody's Discord
Hold on.
on
Hold on.
YouTube, I'm not trying to be rude, but like seriously, like
No.
you get the dumbest questions when you just have an open Discord and people are paying $10, $20. They ask you the stupidest questions. Not to mention, if you don't show up for the day, people are dependent on you. I want to wake up and if I want to if I want to go live and show y'all up on trains, I can. But I don't
So
want
you're
to
thinking about this from your perspective, and I understand your concerns, but what I'm trying to interject with is that it does not have to be the way that you think it does.
Well, what other way? Because I don't
First
see
of
another
all,
way.
the reason I asked you if you think your clients are stupid now is because they would be the same clients in your group. Your group would not be a Discord. Your group would be something completely different, probably that no one else is doing. And it would be tailored to what you want so that you don't feel all the stresses that you're talking about right now. And because you have not seen that modeled, you have an idea or a concept in your mind like, I don't want this because of this. That's why I'm asking you what you don't like. Because it's not necessary.
I don't like having to show up every day. I like to live my life, and if I feel like popping up, I'll pop up. If I don't want to.
And why do you think you can't do that with a group?
I mean, I guess I could, but it's like, I don't know, that everything I've ever seen is like people with a Discord every day, and then those
See?
people they
You're saying everything I've ever
they
seen.
they depend on you, and then it's also like since people know that that's the setup. I mean, I guess people will sign up because of my win rate, but like I literally like am not dependable in that way. I'm too flaky, so I don't even know if anybody would really like want to be there because it would be flaky. It would be like, oh, I popped up one day, now I'm gone the next. Popped up this day, you betrayed with me, oh, gone. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like if I'm gonna offer it, I should be consistent, and I'm not gonna be consistent because I don't want that.
Right, but my thing is right now you're being consistent for one-on-one clients multiple times a week.
Mhm.
If you cut that down to once a week for 1 to 2 hours
Yeah.
where you just had one call and everyone was on it, that would serve the same
Well,
purpose.
if it's one call to teach, that's different from one call and then they're watching me trade. I like trading in peace. I don't like people watching.
I'm not saying to do that.
Oh, okay, because that's
I'm saying one call where you're teaching.
well, if it's one call where I'm teaching, then I mean I'll be open to that. But like,
Yeah. So that's all
I
I'm
thought you
trying
was. I,
to
I'm thinking about the models that's out there right now. So when you
that's
said a
what I'm
group,
saying.
I'm like, I don't want that. I don't.
That's exactly what I'm saying
I don't want
expand
that.
your horizons a little bit, a lot like be an empty cup
Mm.
so that you can think about different ways or different aspects of how this could be done that will actually serve you just like we talked about a little bit earlier because it's important to see that like it's your business, you build it the way that you want as long as you're giving people value, as long as people are getting the result, who the fuck cares about the path they take to get there as long as they like it and you like it, right?
But I also don't know why would I have a group for if I do the same thing in my one-on-one because the group would 9 times out of 10 be cheaper. And I don't think that's fair to the one-on-ones because then I'm going to teach the same thing in the group.
You transition them into the group. If it's an offer that people are interested in, if it's getting them results, why would they say no?
No, I'm saying like if I'm working with, let's say I'm working with you
Mhm.
and you just paid me $2,000 for 16 sessions and then you're on your, let's say, 7th session and then I launch a group
Mhm.
and I say, everybody can join this group for $50 and I go live
Why
twice a
are
week.
you assuming it's gonna be cheap like that?
Isn't a group supposed to be cheaper than a one-on-one?
Not it is, but your group would go down to 2 grand per person. Your one-on-ones, if you even choose to have them, could be around 3, 4, 5K because the only thing that matters is demand. Okay, think about it this way, like if you have demand, right? You have right now, you're turning down people because they want the thing that you have, but you don't have capacity. Demand means you can increase the price and people will still pay because there's so much demand, right? But if you didn't have any demand, if nobody wanted what you're selling, then usually either you need a cheaper price or you got to shit you off at whatever. But as demand increases, you can increase the cost of your one-on-ones so that only the highest and the best people can actually afford that shit. Everybody else goes into the group, but the group is the same price as what people are paying you right now for one-on-one.
I see what you're saying.
And that means you actually have more time on your hands, not
No,
less.
no, now I see what you're saying. But I was just like, if I'm at this price,
Hell
I'm
no.
gonna
No low. We don't do low ticket shit.
I'm gonna have to go lower. And it's just like, I
No.
don't mind going lower. That's not the thing. I'm thinking about fairness. Like, I'm like, that's
Yeah,
not fair to people that are doing one-on-one. If I'm gonna get on to say the same shit to people, 20
I agree.
people, that's not there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that's all I was thinking about.
So what I'm thinking for you is a very niche trading community that is not like a Discord community at all. Like literally completely remove that shit from your mind. Doesn't exist. Right? But a community where you have people that have to get vetted just like you're doing right now. You're like, I don't want to work with stupid people. Well, stupid people aren't going to come in because you're the gate to
Yeah.
that, right? They have to apply to be in it. So you're only going to have, and this is why it makes more sense because the people that come into the community are going to be of a higher quality person. You know what I'm saying? So the environment is one thing where you can create an environment where say you had 20, maybe 30 people maximum, you're charging each one of them 2K for, let's say a couple months or whatever to be inside of it and they're actually growing and they can bounce ideas off of each other and they can work as a community and they're all top tier people. They're not fucking, you know, that's a completely different business. And it's one that doesn't take all of your time because you don't have to. The reason why I'm saying this is because I don't want you stuck on one-on-ones forever because it's going to limit how much money you can make and eventually you're going to burn out from it. I know because I've done it. So, what do you think about that though?
I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
Um, I like the idea. I'm just now thinking about how each one of these people are different.
Mm-hmm.
All 5 of them that I'm working with, and I'm just thinking about if I was teaching all of them in a group, they're all gonna be learning at different speeds. So then I'm like,
That's a delivery issue, and we're covering that in this session.
how, you know what I mean? Like, how do I? Because I reason nobody moves at the same pace in a group. That's the thing about a group.
Right.
I don't know.
So you're trying to. I'm just trying to see if you're okay with the concept of it. Don't worry about the delivery because that's what I'm here to actually help you with.
Mm.
Are you good with the concept that we're talking about though?
Yeah.
Okay, so you like it.
Yeah.
Okay. So then the whole second half of what we're doing today is to actually build out your onboarding and your delivery process.
Mm.
And in that, I actually accounted for the fact that every single person comes in at a different place.
Okay.
And every single person gets their own customized plan, which is what we take care of in delivery. So
because
that's a non-issue. It's a non-issue. Trust me.
I'm just over here like, okay.
All right. So we've gathered all the details about exactly where you're at and the fact that you're kind of capped right now in terms of capacity.
Yes.
Can't take on any more people. So what does that mean? That means that either you charge more money or you're gonna be stuck at this revenue level fucking forever, right? So we gotta make some changes. So, all right, what I want to show you is this is what I call an intelligent delivery stack. All right. So the first thing we do in terms of delivery is we map out the client journey. So you have your onboarding, which is a part of delivery, but right after onboarding, then you need to map out what the journey looks like to get from wherever their starting point is to wherever the dream result is, right? Whatever this starting point is, it's going to look different for every person. They're all going to come in with a different viewpoint, a different set of knowledge, and different issues, both external and internal, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the journey that they're on still looks the same. They're just starting at a different place. If we're crafting this out, all we have to do is think about the furthest off they could be right here, and this depends on who you're accepting into the program, so you can control that,
Mm-hmm.
right? When you onboard someone, you're creating a custom plan here. So you're taking this onboarding form and you're making it way more detailed. So you're going to suss out if they have mindset issues, which most of the like in the trading
Everybody
there's
does.
like they
There's
right
nobody that doesn't have.
right. And so if you think about the core problems in terms of mindset that they have, you can break that down into a simple process of
Mhm.
eliminating, okay, if you have 1, 2, 3, like figure out exactly what the mindset issues are that they have. 1, 2, 3, how do we solve each one of these so that when they come in and you see they check this box, so they have this one. Now we have a solution for it and you have a video tied to it or whatever process you have on the back end that initially solves that in the very beginning.
Mhm.
So this onboarding form does everything in terms of showing where they're starting at along this journey because they're all going to be different. And it also solves the actual problems that they need specific to their situation and issues,
Mhm.
right? So that's why this is so important. And this filters into the custom plan. Now, the custom plan, mind you, this is all going to be automated. The most of the work is upfront for you building this out. And I can help you with this stuff. But you create a custom plan specifically for that person and it maps out where they are on the journey. You have a view of all of your clients at a high level. This is where this person is, this person, this is where they are because you have this client journey mapped out. So you can see who's struggling, who's not, whatever, right? So when we build out delivery happens in 3 layers. The first is an environment where you're tracking people. The second is the knowledge, right? The videos, whatever it is that you're creating to teach them, or it could be weekly calls where you're walking them through stuff. And then having AI helpers, which is both for you and for your clients. So things that you need to do to help manage all of your clients, this could be built for that. But those are the 3 layers that we want to build. And then the
Why
third,
does that say trade? Did you specify this for me?
yeah, I made
Oh,
this for
okay.
you.
Okay.
And then the third thing is the traffic light system. And so this is how you track the progression of your clients and you figure out early on who's struggling and you're able to kind of send them a nudge. So Green means, okay, they're on pace with everything. So if you look at that client journey and we set timelines on each one of those milestones, they're hitting all of those marks. You tell them you need to do X, Y, Z every day. Are they actually doing that? What I think would be good for your clients is to give them like a log where they track their trades every single day.
Yeah, because I've been telling them to journal. So yes.
Yeah. So they track that. And not only does that help them, it helps you to understand what they're doing wrong and where they're slipping so that you can kind of not only teach them how to do something differently or like resolve the issue, but it feeds back into your program because you'll start to see the patterns and AI is going to come in and help you analyze that. So like some of the AI agents that I build are really just to go into your system, read what your clients are doing and be like, "Hey, I noticed this popped up for these 6 clients this month. This is something you need to address."
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So this is what's going to catch them from slipping. So either someone's in red where they're behind and maybe they dropped off, they stopped showing up to the calls or they stopped doing the homework or whatever. You reach out to them, or if they're yellow, you can see that they're starting to, like, let's say they were reporting every single day for a month and then they stop. You want to hit them here before they ever get to red. Really, the goal is for us to build this out for your program.
My brain is going to, where is this going to be hosted, and can it automatically, you said Notion?
Yeah.
God, I don't want that. I'm so sick of Notion, bro. I hate that fucking, I don't know, my brain does not like that place. It just doesn't.
Okay.
And I literally hate Notion, bro.
We can build it into something else. It just makes it more
feels so
complex.
manly, like
If you're willing to pay a little bit more monthly, we can build it completely custom just for you and for your
I
clients.
would like that better.
100%
I
custom.
literally like.
Okay.
So my next question is, let's just say I had a program and 20 people are in there, but all the people signed up at different times. Is there a way to like have a ticker or the time clock? Because like they
Yeah.
have a certain time and then they just lose access and I don't have to deal with it. Like it's automated.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel all right.
All of that.
Like, I don't be needing the technical stress.
No, I mean, really, this is, if you want it full custom, it's going to be like a SaaS product. So I want you to think of your product as like the sky's the limit. We can literally, like, don't think about limits. Think about vision. What do I want this to look like? How do I want it to feel? And
Well, that's one thing that I automated, so I don't have to like. I don't want to go in there doing PC work. Like,
yeah, of course.
you were doing on the 15th disabled. Like, I'm not trying to do all that.
Yeah. Just have that automation set up.
Yeah.
So that's not a problem.
Yeah.
Um, but what do you think about the high level concepts so far?
No, I love this.
Okay.
You got my brain thinking now because I was just like, no.
Okay.
No.
So perfect. All right. Do you want to start actually building out the onboarding process?
I mean, we can.
Well, so what the plan that I have for you is, if you're open to it, taking what you have right now and like after you feel more confident, just transitioning the people that you have right now into a group. And the first thought you're probably going to have is, why would they pay for a group when I told them I would give them one-on-one? They would pay for it if they felt it was more valuable than the one-on-ones. And so the goal is just to make it that. And if you're not comfortable with that, we can just let them phase out.
No, I mean, I'm comfortable transitioning it. I just have to understand, like, okay, what am I offering them?
Yeah, of course.
To me, at a high level right now, what I'm offering them is something to log into, something to track their trades, visual, like all of that shit. It just makes it better. And
Yeah.
like, and most of these people I work with are visual like me, and we like to see goals. Like,
Yeah.
we need that.
Yeah.
So I'm open to that. And
Okay.
I think that they would appreciate the further support.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because especially the ones that are going to 8, like they're good, but like who wouldn't want more support after that? Because once you're done, now all of your own thoughts are creeping back. You may have done good while I'm here, but like when you don't have that support anymore, you either gotta spend more money or because you're gonna spend it either way. That's the thing about trading. That's what I try to tell people. Like, it doesn't matter. You're either gonna pay a person or you're gonna pay the market. It doesn't matter. And I guarantee you, if you don't just get a mentor that knows what they're doing, you're gonna pay the market way more money. Like, yes, you're gonna
time.
You're gonna pay a mentor hella money. I pay people hella money, but like you're going to be, and exactly time. That's another thing. Like, you will waste so much more time thinking that you can do it on your own.
Yeah.
So much more time. Like,
And I think from
the worst part.
even from a business perspective, right? Like, you could figure all this out on your own, but even when it comes to just like the technical aspects alone, I know you don't want to sit up here and try to learn how to use Claude Code and how to build your own
No.
SaaS application.
Absolutely not.
Nobody wants to do
Nobody's
that.
gonna learn anything from me if I have to do that. Like what?
So like like you're going to I was an IT architect, right? So like you're going to go to the person that makes that process so much easier
Yeah.
because not only would you waste time and pain and suffering going through that process,
Mm-hmm.
but you're going to get there so much fucking faster.
Mm-hmm. Facts. Yeah, I like that idea.
Okay. Where I said having weekly calls where you're teaching them, have 1 week where they trade with you if you're open to that, and then the next week you're actually teaching them. And so you
Mhm.
alternate. And if you don't want it and you don't structure that as like this is exactly how it's going to happen. It's like every month I give you this is what we're doing this month.
Yeah.
And so if you don't want to do that trading thing with them every single month, then you don't have to.
Yeah.
You don't pigeonhole yourself to like making these
Yeah.
promises, right?
Yeah. The promise I want to make is the system. What are you
Yeah.
getting? You're
Yeah.
getting this system
Mhm.
that you've never seen before, you never had before, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the way that I want to pitch it. And I want me being live to literally be they don't expect it. For me,
Mhm.
it's just like sprinkles on a cake, not even ice.
Exactly.
It's literally sprinkles.
Yeah, so they feel they feel
just
like they're
like-
getting even more value.
Yes, because then sometimes I pop up and you can go live with me and just do the same
Mhm.
thing I'm doing, and you can watch how I analyze. Because like
Yeah.
that's been helping them a lot. Is like me going through it and watching how I analyze, and they're like, "Dang, I didn't see that,"
Mhm.
you know. So
So that's one thing. The next thing that I wanted to break down to you because we had this conversation the other day is that you think that the process can't be systemized, but I can almost guarantee that it can. It's just that for you, it's so intuitive that you have not systemized it for yourself. You just know you have a decision tree in your brain that goes this, or if this is like this, then I do this.
yeah,
All we need to do is get that out here.
yeah,
So I promise you we can do that. It's not going to be 1000%, but if it's something that aids your clients in saying like, hey, I was thinking about this trade or doing this or whatever, and it can think the way that you think and we can create a clone of your brain, that would be super important for your clients.
So another thing that I've been doing with them is stuff like this. For example, when you know how to read the market with the same at the same time as the entry criteria, you know if you should take a trade or not based
Yeah.
off of market conditions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What I want to do is build really, really powerful case studies so that this shit sells itself. I mean, it already is in
Yeah.
essence,
Yeah.
but what you're going to be doing with your program is going to be completely different than what anyone else is already.
Mhm.
So mixing that with really, really powerful case studies and people standing behind you being like, no, 95% is accurate as fuck, and that's exactly what it's been since I've been in this program.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to sell shit, which means your demand goes up and your price goes up
Facts.
and you work less.
Facts. You're so smart. It's just I've been so resistant because I'm just
I
looking
know.
at everybody else's and I'm like I'm not doing that. I can't.
Well, you're
I'm
not going to do
sorry.
that.
I'm a finicky person. So now that you're helping me right now because I'm like there's no way I can commit to what I seen these other people do.
All I'm going to ask from you is that throughout this process, like I said, become an empty cup. Tell me what you like and don't like, but don't immediately reject. Just tell me, hey, like this is my concern, or this is what this is the aspect I don't like about XYZ, and we custom tailor it to what you need so that you don't feel that way.
Well, if that's the case, we can get the group going because I just wasn't gonna do one-on-ones because I wanted everybody to be done by August, September at the latest because my birthday. But if we gonna do a group, then I could do a group. I'm gonna be doing one-on-ones during that time, but I can do a group.
Yeah.
Because then that means only I could be on a call once a week.
Yeah.
So I can do that. But like I during that time I'm gonna have too much going on between October and December. So
Okay, perfect. We already created the high level of your program and the phases that you take people through. Now we just need to put these two things together. So since you already have all that, the skills that I built for you are just going to read what you already have in Notion and then fill in all the gaps. And then it's going to create a process to build out the delivery exactly the way we talked about. That's kind of the process. So I'm going to have you start with onboarding because I think that's one of the most important things for you to get right because it kind of feeds into the rest of it. Cool? Okay. So tell me how you feel now. Like,
I mean, honestly, I feel better. You taking me through this showed me that I'm kind of leaving like an opportunity on the table to do less work, but still get these people to their goal. Because in my mind, I'm just like, I don't want a group. All I know is I don't want a Discord group like I've seen everybody else have. I cannot. Like, it literally gives me anxiety. So that's how I landed on the one-on-ones. But now I'm like, okay, with what you just told me, I can compress this into a group setting and I can like build this thing out so that they can see their progress, which for me as a visual person, I know I love that. So I feel like you really showed me how I can give my clients right now even more value. Like they're already feeling good. So honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. They already think that I'm like the greatest thing shit ever. So should I have a whole like I don't know, is it a app, a website? You know, I'm technically challenged, whatever you
Yeah, it's gonna be
say.
an app. Yeah.
And that's a cloud, right? Sad cloud. I remember I used to listen to that stuff at work when I was a PM, y'all. But I never cared what they meant. Okay. Did you get it done or not? That's all I cared about. I don't know what y'all talking about. You know? But yeah, no, seriously, it showed me like, dang, like I can really be like helping more people. Like obviously, yes, I can make more money. And it's crazy because this is like one of the first things I've ever done outside of the workout thing where the money is the back burner. Like
Yeah.
genuinely, I'm not even joking. I care more about them being profitable than about me getting
Yeah.
2,000, 3,000, whatever.
No, I get it
From
because I
them.
genuinely feel the same way. Like
Yeah.
for me, it's like I don't my bills are paid. Like I don't need
Yeah.
your money.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I know that I can help you and I
Yeah.
get so much fulfillment in the process. And I'm also like, because I'm working in my zone of genius, it's so fulfilling.
Right.
Even
Yeah.
just like the fact that you were like, well, I don't know how to do that or I don't know how to build that. I'm like,
Yeah.
that you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I love it. I love it. I would do it for free. Being so centered around the customer. What does the customer need? How do they feel?
Yeah.
What is their daily struggle?
Yeah.
Right? What are
Yeah.
they afraid of?
Yeah.
What are they not telling you or what are they holding back? And you know what I mean? And like tailoring it so much to that person.
Yes.
Yeah. Your product is gonna be insane.
Yes.
That's
And
exactly what this is about.
I'm thinking too, cause like, okay, some people won't ask questions on the call.
Exactly.
Like, okay, and first of all, the call's gonna be longer. It'll be like an hour and a half, 2 hours, cause there's a lot
Yeah.
of people, right? It'll be an hour anymore. So I'm gonna give them more value with the time too.
Mhm.
But I'm thinking too, like, okay, y'all can like it's like a chat maybe.
Oh yeah, that's the other part
So
of it.
then
Having
they
Slack or
send screenshots.
yeah.
That's what I tell them to do now. Like, if you have a question about something, send me a screenshot and we can go over it like in our next session. But this won't be like a next session thing. It's like you can write me in here
Mm-hmm.
in the group and say, hey, on this day, I did this or what would this have been a trade or whatever. And then I can respond because now I have my time back.
Yeah.
So like I'm not gonna mind responding to 12 people that got questions. Like
Yeah. That's that,
you know
and
what I'm saying?
that's exactly what I'm saying. So basically, you have Slack, or if you don't like Slack, you can use whatever you want,
Yeah.
or you can even you can build that into your app if you want to,
Yeah.
right? But the point is, and I think it's just having one centralized, cohesive system where all your business shit is there is also like super clutch because it's organized,
Yeah.
right? But also you can have them it because some people like I'm the person that when I sign up for a group program, I'm never gonna ask a question because I'm too shy. So like I'll never ask you the question that I have and I'll sit on it for like months. But really if you were just like, yeah, reach out to me one on one and I could just answer it and I didn't feel like it was in a fucking public forum, which most places are like that, then I'd probably ask more questions.
Yeah.
But I don't.
Yeah.
And I hate when I do that.
No, but I'm the same way. Like, I won't ask questions either because, like, unless it's
Yeah.
just so bad, like, it has to be like so bad,
Yeah.
so pressing, and I'm just like, fuck it, I just gotta say something. But if it's not so bad, I will literally be like, "Oh, maybe I figure it out. Like,
But see, and that's the point in which a client starts falling off
exactly.
and getting into the red, and that's exactly what we're trying to avoid. So for the sake of like making sure that people succeed, I think keep it, figure out what your top end limit is going to be in terms of how many people you'll accept into the community. Maybe 20, maybe
I would
30.
spell funny. I literally was about to say, I was gonna say 20. I
Yeah.
was gonna say literally 20.
Yeah, 20 or 30. And if you want to, you don't have to. You can work with one or two people one on one at a much higher rate
Yeah.
because they're really they're really paying
they
for
want it,
exclusive
and they
time.
really want that. Yeah.
Yeah. But otherwise, and usually those are going to be upsells from who are
Yeah.
already in the group,
Exactly.
right? Like where they're like, I just want a little bit more individual help every week.
Mhm.
But yeah, I really think doing that and structuring it to where they can post in the community. But if it's like I'm not comfortable, hit me up privately, and I'll answer the
Well, this
questions.
is perfect because I've been thinking too, because like I offered D-Mark to teach him for free. And he has the YouTube channel. So now my
Yeah.
brain is like thinking about that, like, all right, me and him, we should record that while me and you are building this out. That way, by the time he is a profitable trader from me teaching him for free in exchange for a YouTube video, him being profitable, right?
Yeah.
Then when this is set up, I may strategically wait for him to post it until this is set up with you. Now people can come in, and that gives me time for all of these people I have to be testimonials as well. So my
Yeah.
brain just like create all of that right now. What do you think about that?
I think that's a great idea. I also think that you should start building the wait list now. So anybody from this point forward, since you said you're capped, anybody moving forward, especially that guy that you said you would put him on to whoever in August, he goes to you. But by then we'll have your group program built
Well,
out.
okay. Yeah. So yeah, I like this idea. We can run it up. So how long do you think this is gonna take?
So to get
Realistically.
So it's gonna be a ugly beta at first. It's not gonna look ugly on the surface, but it's gonna be a little messy just because you're gonna have people go through the process and test it to point out the flaws. So that's gonna be your first this is a beta version of the app. I think we could probably get that done in a week or two. Sell them on why it's more valuable, and you tell them that it also comes with the app. If they agree, you put them in there, and if they don't agree, you keep it exactly the same, but still put them in there because you want beta testers. But try to push them in that direction if you can, because then that gives you more time back. And so then you're only doing group and maybe like a few people stay. They phase out over time though.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like put them in there. They're not paying anything extra. They're just finishing
Yeah.
their sessions as a group.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they still get access to, because they'll get more. Think about it this way: they'll get more access to you because they can hit you up whenever and ask a question. So now you understand like the direction and everything, right?
I see it now. I'm now ready to.
At the beginning of this session, Carmen's business could only grow one way, adding more clients and more sessions to her calendar. But now we have a completely different plan to grow her business. We're completely changing the way she coaches her clients, creating a better experience for them, and building her business around the life she actually wants. But right now, this is just a plan because nothing has been built yet. So before our next session, Carmen is going to go home and use some of the custom AI tools that I've created for my clients to help extract her unique coaching methodology and turn it into an actual blueprint that we can then use to design a custom delivery system and building the first working version of a custom client app that her clients are actually going to use to get results without needing more of her one-on-one time. And so in episode 2, you're going to see her open up the app for the first time and use it to see if we actually solve the problem she had in her business, which was not enough capacity, and if this app can help coach her clients for her and remove her from some of the unnecessary work in her business. She was super resistant to even wanting a group coaching program, and I understand why, but her being on one-on-one calls is not necessary when she has a system that can support that coaching for her. So if I were you, I would be clicking on episode 2 right around here somewhere so you can watch it.